Okay, to bring you up to date, Newshub is definitely closing. What do they call it? Consultation? I think you've got to go through it in New Zealand. We go through this ritual in New Zealand called consultation. It happens in local government. It happens with government bills. It happens in the corporate sector when they propose to do something that's obscene, but they're going to do it anyhow. So they go through something called consultation. Can I say consultation is just another word for we're taking you seriously, but we still think you're a bit of a wanker. Now, that's what consultation is, okay? And we're going to do it anyhow. We don't care what you say. But we're just going to close our lips, nod up and down, like one of those clowns in a fairground. We'll move our head from side to side, nod up and down, close your eyes, put your mouth open, put a ball in there. Just put your consultation process in there. Thank you very much. And then we're just going to do what we're going to do anyhow. Now, to be perfectly honest with you, doesn't every New Zealander of a certain of a certain generation know that consultation is always insincere? Well, so the consultation that Warner Brothers Discovery had to do with the future of TV3 Newshub was... And honestly, I feel a bit sorry for the ones that ran around like, chooks without a head, thinking that they could put something together that would save their jobs and stuff like that. Paddy Gow's just come out from the meeting, and as of 9 minutes ago, he told the media who were waiting outside the meeting, so it was a very short meeting, I have to say. They sort of read out a statement, said that's the end of it, and answered a couple of questions. It was all over, filed out again. Patrick Gower told the media outside the meeting, 250 amazing people have lost their jobs. They're coming out now and they're good friends of mine, but they're also friends of all Kiwis. We're losing something amazing today. 250 people, amazing people doing amazing stuff. I would imagine the bit that would stick Paddy, and I'm not being nasty here, but we don't think, many of us, that TV3 Newshub were the friends of all Kiwis. We're pretty sure you weren't. There wouldn't be so much schadenfreude reverberating around this country at the moment as I talk to you now. News and social media platforms, around workplaces, in offices, there wouldn't be so much schadenfreude, I have to say, Paddy, if that was true, that TV3 Newshub was seen as the friends of all Kiwis, and that you were amazing people doing amazing stuff. Now, nobody likes other people losing jobs. Well, I don't know. Actually, that's probably not. The whole point of the schadenfreude is that you do enjoy that sort of stuff. Warner Brothers Discovery today have put out this particular, talking about business models, have put out this particular statement. Warner Brothers Discovery today have announced a new business model for its free-to-air operations in New Zealand. Now, listen to this, though. It's quite important. Because now you know what TV3 is going to look like. The restructure means the closure of all Newshub's multi-platform news operations and output, including the Newshub website, so the website's going down as well, AM, that's the program in the morning, and the 6 p.m. TV news bulletin. 3 and 3 Now will stay a key part of Warner Brothers Discovery's local offerings. I don't know what they are. Oh, well, it means the channel will stay on air. Okay. The content, now here's the bit, Josh. The content will be a mix of local programming in conjunction with funding partners, so somebody else is going to be making it, acquisitions across drama, comedy, sport, reality and factual, so you're going to buy those programs, and key titles from Warner Brothers Discovery's extensive library. Bravo, Eden, Rush and HGTV will remain as they are. The new structure will see the business reduced by 294 roles to 120 altogether. It's a skeleton staff, isn't it? So you had, 500 staff 420 staff, reducing to 120. James Gibbon, who is the president of Asia Pacific Warner Brothers Discovery, says the restructure process has not been easy, but it's been necessary for the viability and success of Warner Brothers Discovery's ongoing presence in New Zealand. I'll quote, "When we announced the proposed restructure 6 weeks ago, we explained that there was nothing anyone in our New Zealand networks business could have done better. It was a combination of very strong economic headwinds both in New Zealand and the global market. As we said at the time, the downturn has been severe and the bounce back has not materialised as expected. Every business in its own market has to be financially sustainable," he went on to say, "and we simply could not continue in our current form." They said, and this is the lie. Here's a classic lie. Honestly, I can't understand. People can lie with a straight face. Isn't it amazing? In the corporate sector, there we are, we're just talking about the corporate sector. In the corporate sector, I can't believe the number of people who can lie with a straight face. They make politicians look like complete rank amateurs. Anyhow, here we go. This is what they say. "Following close consideration of feedback from the people of Warner Brothers Discovery ANZ, some changes have been made to the new structure of business that differed from the original proposals. Ultimately, 10 more roles have been included in the final organisation than originally proposed. We committed to listening to our people, and we did what we're going to do anyhow." All right, what else? That's about it. Glenn Klein then went on to say that they weren't making enough money out of advertising, and they couldn't carry on doing what they do. And however, quote unquote, Warner Brothers Discovery is committed to maintaining a strong footprint in New Zealand, presence albeit with a different operating model and lower cost base. All of the staff have left now those meetings or switched off their Zoom contact to it. Walking away, I imagine, to go and get absolutely blotto. I wouldn't be advertising them at 4 o'clock this afternoon. And there will be a whole series of people uttering insincere phrases about how dreadfully sorry they are that people from the media or their fellow media people have gone. Ironically, it's probably in TVNZ's best interests, I would have thought, and of a number of others. You're now not competing against Television New Zealand, TV3 Newshub, for advertising. If I was an advertiser and I want to go on terrestrial TV, I've only got one outlet. I would imagine this is very good for TVNZ, quite frankly, as a business model. Where do I go? And I would imagine it's brilliant for TVNZ News, because if I want to go and watch the 6 o'clock news, I can only go from July the 5th to one particular place to watch it, can't I? Maybe we should get the platform, should get into 6 o'clock news TV. I'm just saying. But there you go. So that is the story. It's all over. Now, this is happening, ironically, I sometimes wonder if they haven't actually done this deliberately, but this is happening in conjunction with TVNZ also laying off staff. So you'll remember yesterday, Fair Go's gone, the morning and evening news bulletins have gone, the midday and evening news bulletins have gone. Sunday, the flagship of New Zealand, TVNZ's News and Current Affairs program, the one that goes on Sunday night, they are learning their fate pretty much as we speak as to whether or not they will retain their jobs. Miriam Makamo and her lot. All right, so there you go. Your reaction to this, by the way, I'd be very interested. Are you pleased they're gone? What do you think of Paddy Gower's comment that this is, exactly, I'll just get exactly his quote so that I'm not misquoting. I hate to be misquoting people. Paddy Gower has told the media outside the meeting that the people who have lost their jobs are good friends of mine, but they're also good friends of all Kiwis. 250 people have lost their jobs who are amazing, doing amazing stuff. Do you believe that is true? All right. Do you believe that is true? Do you feel any pangs of regret, anxiety, sadness? Or are you exhilarated, pleased, and feel justified? Or are you just somebody in the middle who goes, raise your shoulders, whoop-de-doo? I will say, though, and I will call out people like TVNZ breakfast producer Tom Day, who say that the demise of TV3 Newshub today is a sad and appalling blot upon democracy in this country. That is a lie. That simply is not true.